Good morning, student. Dear student, in your previous class we had discussed about of the unitary method and direct proportion. Unitary method in the direct proportion. Now in this class we will discuss the unitary method which is related to the inverse variation. In the previous class we discussed about of the direct variation, and now in the inverse variation. Dear student, you know that in the inverse variation two products are in the inverse variation when their product will be remain constant. Inverse variation, two quantities be in inverse variation when the product of quantity B remain constant. B remain constant. In the direct variation, you see that the ratio of the quantities be same. Ratio of the quantity be same, but in the inverse variation, the product of the quantity be same. Let A and B two quantities right, and after the changing it be A2 and B2. You know, in the inverse variation, if one will be increased, then another will be decreased. If one quantity will be increased, then another will be decreased. Suppose your speed and time. When you increase the speed, your time will be decreased. When you increase your speed, your time will be decreased. Suppose this is the speed and this is the time. After the change, it be A2 and B2, then A1 into B1 is equal to A2 into B2. The product of the quantity will remain constant. The product of quantity will remain constant. Okay. So, to inverse variation, to solve the inverse variation, we will follow the inverse. Or you can write it A1 upon A2 is equal to B2 upon B1. B2 upon B1, where A1 is the first quantity before the change and A2 after the change, B2 second after the change and B1 first. Second after the before the change. Okay. So you note it. Okay. Now we come on the exercise 9b. The exercise 9b. First question is given as, if 48 men can dig a trench in 14 days, how long will 26 men take to dig a similar trench? So you can solve it. 48 men can dig a trench in 14 days. So if there will be one man, in 14 into 48 days. In the direct proportion, you see that the value of 1 is this upon this. That means their ratio. But in the inverse proportion, the value of 1 is the product of quantities. In the direct proportion, the value of one quantity is the ratio of two quantities. But in the direct proportion, inverse proportion, the value of one quantity is the product of two quantities. Okay, so 26 men. That is 14 into 48 upon 26. Okay. Here 14 into 48 upon 28 men. Sorry, this is 28 men. Now 14 to the 28 and 2 24 there. That is 24 days. Now you can solve it in another simple method. You know, here men days. We will write it. The first relation 48 14 days. 48 men 14 days. Now second relation what will be 28 men. You let that this is the x. Now we will make the arrow. What is the relation between which types of the variation is this? 2. Here you compare that 48 men can dig a trench in 40 days. So 28 men, the day will be less or more? That will be more. So if you mark an arrow from above to below, here that is less to more, then it will be also less to more. Okay. Now you can write it 28 ratio 48 such that 14 ratio x. 14 ratio x. Okay. Now you solve it. When you solve it, This is the proportion that will give the product of mean is equal to product of extreme. That is 28x is equal to 48 into 14. This implies x is equal to 48 into 14 upon 28. That is 2 and 24. So x is equal to 24. This means a 20 to 28 man can dig trench in the 24 days. Okay, you note it. This method is so simple than it. So you apply it. Okay, now we come on the question number 2. In the question number 2, there are given as 16 men can reap a field in 30 days. How many men must be engaged to reap the same field in 24 days? In the first ratio, 2. 16 men. That is man 6 days. First, in the first relation, 16 men and can reap 30 days. How many days? 30 days. Now, how many men must be engaged to reap the same field in 24 days? We want to reap that field in 24 days. Suppose that X men. Now, 16 men can reap 30. So, you can start from here. In the 30 days, to reap a field in 30 days, the requirement will be 16. So, if you want to complete the work in 24 days, then how many men you will require? So, you will increase the men. So, if that is decreasing and the value of men will increase, it's a inverse variation. It's an inverse variation. So A1 B1 is equal to A2 B2. We know that in the inverse variation, product of quantity is constant. So A1 B1. Here A1 is equal to 16. B1 is equal to 30, A2 is equal to X, and B2 is equal to 24. Now, 16 into 30 is equal to 24 into X, or you can write X is equal to 16 into 30 upon 24. 8 2 is 16, 8 3 is 24, 3 10 is 30. That is 20 men. So how many men we will require? So we need 20 men to complete the work in 24 days. Okay. First quantity A2, second. After that A2 and P2. Clear? Note it. You can also apply that here the 16, when you mark the arrow, okay? Now we come on the question number 3. In the question number 3, 45 cows can graze a field in 13 days. How many cows will graze the same field in 9 days? Here, cows days. 45 cows can graze a field in 13 days. 13 days. How many cows we let that cow is X cow can graze the field in 9 days. Here you compared it, what it is a direct variation or inverse variation. You see that in 13 days, to graze a field in 13 days, there will be 40 cows will be required. So to graze a field in 9 days, then how many cows will be required? Here the day is less. Day is decreasing, so cows will be increasing. So it is a inverse variation. It's a inverse variation. It's a inverse variation. So 45 into 13 is equal to X into 9, because A1 B1 is equal to A2 B2. We can write it A1 B1 is equal to A2 B2. This shows that this implies X is equal to 45 into 13 upon 9. 9 5 are 45, that is 65. So we require how many cows will graze? So 65 cows will graze field in 9 days. That's clear? Now we come on the question number 4. 16 horse can consume a certain quantity of corn in 25 days. How many days would the same quantity be consumed by 40 horse? Here horse days. That is question number 4. That is given that 16 horse consume a certain quantity of corn in 25 days. 16, 25. And how many horse can consume that in 40 horse? 40 horse is given. Suppose that is yes. So 16 horse can consume corn in 25 days. 40 the horse will increase. So number of days, same quantity of the corn. that is will be decrease. It is an inverse variation. It is a inverse variation. So 16 into 25 is equal to 14 into x, or x is equal to 16 into 25 upon 40. 8 2 is 16, 8 5 is 40, 5 5 is 25, that is 10. So number of days is equal to 10. Okay, you note it. Okay, now we come on the question number 7. A bus covers a certain distance in 3 hours 20 minutes at an average speed 45 km per hour. How long will it take to cover the same distance at a speed of 36 km? Okay, now speed and time. In the 7, time, speed. When it travels 45 km per hour, so it takes 3 hours 20 minutes. 45 km per hour, 3 hours 20 minutes. And if it speed, certain speed, how long will it, if the distance speed of 36 km per hour. We take that is x hour. Yes, if the speed is 45 km, so time taken by them is 3 hours 20 minutes. If the speed is decreased, then time will be increased. So it is a inverse variation. So it is a inverse variation. So 3 hours 20 minutes multiplied with 45 km per hour is equal to x multiplied with 36 km per hour. Here time is given the 2 units, so we convert it in the 1 unit. That will be 3 hours 20 minutes. 3 hours 20 minutes means 3 hours 20 minutes. That is 3 plus 20 minutes. That is 3 plus 20 upon 60. That 3 plus 1 upon 3 and 10 upon 3 hours. 10 upon 3 hours. So 10 upon 3 into 45, that is x into 36. So X is equal to 150 upon 36. Here are 12, 15, that is 25 upon 6. That will be equal to 4 whole 1 upon 6 hours. When we convert this 4 plus 1 upon 6 into 60, that is 10. It is 4 hours 10 minutes. 4 hours 10 minutes. It is in the hour and it will be the minute. Okay. So total time taken to convert that distance is 4 hours 10 minutes. You note it. Okay, now question number 8. In the question number 8, that is, at the beginning of a month, a factory has enough material to make 240 tons of steel in a month. If 60 more tons of the steel to be made that month. Next question is question number 8. In the question number 8, at the beginning of a month, a factory has enough material to make 240 tons of steel in a month. If 60 more tons of steel is to be made that month, how long will the material last? Right? If steel and days, if we make 240 ton steel, the material will be for 30 days. Material is enough for 30 days. If he produce 240 tons steel, the material is enough for 30 days. If he produce 60 ton more, he made 240 tons in month. He produced 240 tons in month. If 60 tons is more, then total produced steel, that is 240 plus 60, that is 300 days. Now, if you produce 240 tons, the material will be enough for 30 days. If you produce 300 tons of the steel, the material, how many days that material will be enough? Suppose that is X. If you produce 240 tons in a month, the material is lost in the 30 days. If you produce 300 tons, so material will be less. That will produce before the month. So it is an inverse proportional. It is a inverse proportion. So 240 into 30 is equal to 300 into x. This implies x is equal to 240 into 30 upon 300. Here 0, 0 cancel and 3 is cancelled by 3. That is 24 days. So material is enough for 24 days. Okay student, in today's class we have solved the sum problem which is related to the inverse variation. There are some more questions. You will solve that. If you have any problem, then you ask me. I will solve that in your next class. Okay, thank you. Good day.